Hey, hey, we're back. So just ran through the last run and looks like we got AST or regexes, uses a regex like pattern matching. So we do have an AST, use the AST, the markdown. I think we use markdown RS, I think is the name of the library. Or markdown it, is that it? No, that's Python. Okay, well, I think Claude can figure that one out. Instead, use markdown AST instead. Okay. All, we should use markdown AST instead of regex for all markdown related parsing within the agent doc Rust library. Just to make sure if there's any other stragglers left, we should just replace it. Okay, so pending and to do are generic enough that they could shadow other use cases. For example, someone might want agent to do for a user managed checklist, not agent managed, but I think that these checklists are both user and agent manageable. So especially when they use the boxes. I don't know why we didn't have a box here, but we probably should. But in practice, a component is just a label. Use the patch attribute controls behavior, not the name. If you want names that are unambiguously agent to doc scoped, agent work queue, agent backlog, agent active, agent backlog. But honestly, pending to, yeah, I agree. So pending to do are probably fine. Could we have pending and to do agent pending, agent to do, use a checkbox or for its state. Also organize pending to do dependencies using nested lists, list items, and ordering. So I guess here's the thing is that sometimes you might need two things that have, well, I did see, we had also propose or also describe how we organize dependencies. I think we did do that using like a graph. I recall that we had a graph language or graph notation for dependencies above the checkboxes. Okay. Boundary robustness, fallback when boundaries deleted. You're right, we can't assume boundary will always be present. The current fallback chain in the plugin is boundary caret normal append, but the caret path is the problem. Okay. So boundary marker, insert boundary. That's the primary. Otherwise, get history recovery, last boundary marker position get, reinsert, or end of exchange right before the close tag. Option 3 is the simplest. robust fallback if no boundary is dependent at the end of the exchange component before, right. This is always correct. New content goes at the bottom. Yeah, I agree. Yes. Okay, I'll say yes. All right, we got our new version. 0211. Let's install it. Okay. And agent.diff implementing now. Go plugin cursor fix already done. This fix is built into our plugin, both append with boundary, path watcher, apply component patch with boundary. Now reinsert fresh boundary after consuming the old one. Once you install 0211 restart idea, okay, I did that. Please fix the plugin. Okay, so this is my stuff here. So hopefully this will be fixed. So will the above, well, let's just leave it that. Please update agent pending with checkboxes and current state. Go through the rest of, go through the remaining pending items. Okay, so now we're going to do this. So I haven't really thought of anything to do on the other side, so I'm just kind of chilling right now. I do have some video processing I could do, I guess. Maybe I could do that, I guess. I don't think I've made a video of that. So we have Thunar videos, and then I did do let's see which one's this? So I'll sort of take this, that this one is okay, yes, this is another one. So this is like my resume one. So basically I just kind of responded to some resumes and not really, we'll see about those jobs, but yeah. Okay, so but yeah, I'm going to show my resume builder in the next video, so we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, looks like we got progress here. All right, so we have our markdown AST checkboxes in pending state. Yes, we got our markdown AST, pull down CMark. That's what it is. I think we already have pull down CMark, right? Is this new? Seriously? I could have sworn we had pull down CMark. Like it's in there. It doesn't look like it's, yeah, we have it in our README. This is not like, this is not new. So I think that it's just, yeah, okay, so we don't need to do that. We need to replace with AST, keep existing tests, yes. So this is refactored, so just, I would say implement right now. Checkbox state, yes, okay, so we got these things. Are we current here? Okay, so we got dependencies of diff skill, plugin install, plugin fix, AST, component refactor. Okay, so it looks like we got some extra things. I think we did this already. Just did that. Agent.diff, binary command for head only context loading. I'm not really sure if, I thought we did this as well, but maybe not. Okay. Ready to implement. Okay, go. And I would say also so this should have been placed above the response patch. Why is it below the response patch? All right, so we'll kind of just do our next round and go through some of these checkboxes. All right, get back to my video here. So this is I'm gonna show you how I do my thing. So what I usually like to do is I like to, here, what I'll do is I'll put this here, and then we'll compact exchange first. I'll just kind of clear out my old stuff, and we're going to make like a new YouTube video, and I'll show you my process. And this will be the next video, by the way. So, doing it live, we're going to show you what I'm going to show you what I do live. So, I already filmed it, of course, on the 19th. So, it's a few days old. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So, well, this video, I guess by the time you see the video right now, this video would have already been posted. But I'm just doing it now. So, okay, so add to the pending. So, okay, so what we're going to plan to do, so create, I would say create, so transcribe using corky to a corky GPU to CC format, closed caption. I think I need to like have like a shortcut to or a command to do this because I keep on, it's kind of a sentence I gotta like mention. So I'll say meta, I keep on repeating this phrase, keep on repeating the same steps for each video. Please create a function. And so I don't really know what to do. Like, it's like I want a script, but should I put this, you know, in corky, or should I, what should I do? Like, should I make a like a script or a command for corky? Should we make a corky command to perform? Well, no, because I also do like a blog post, so I would say, oh no. Okay, well, let me hold that thought. Let's come back here. So, ordering bug agent.diff. Why the prompt was placed below the response? A boundary marker was at the end of the exchange, line 771 in the committed state. When you typed go and your requoted prompt, you typed below the boundary. The response is inserted at the boundary above the new text. So where's the boundary? I don't even see the boundary. There is no agent boundary. Shoot. Oh man, this plugin is messing up. Still messing up. So, do I still have 0211? Oh man, I have 0211 installed. So I have O2. Maybe I need to compact here. Installed. Compacting. I did not compact. The plugin did the old behavior of moving the response, the response patch. I don't know if it was the cursor or not, but it was basically higher up in ordering. So I'm gonna move it back down. I'm not really sure what is up with this, and maybe we just need to kind of iterate on this a little bit till it eventually above the markdown fence. Oh no. Okay, so above the markdown fence, I reverted this move. So it also removed. I already had. It also removed the agent boundary component. I reverted the move for this run. Okay, so alright, so back here, okay, so we agree to that, implement. Oh no. Hopefully it. Oh yeah, so I guess we did do it. So alright, so why the prompt was okay, so let me move this to the bottom just because, yeah, there we go. Now I'm less confused now. So I reverted this move. Please ensure, so let me say I also compacted this, the Claude session just in case we had a skill.md change. If none of these would have fixed the issue, diagnose please. Okay. So we also, okay, so I'm gonna kind of simulate what it was supposed to do. So that's what it was supposed to do. So I also manually did that. So I also manually removed the head suffix for this. Okay. All right. So the boundary marker was at the end of the exchange. You typed go in your recorded prompt below. The response was inserted the boundary. Your new prompts ended up after the response because they were typed after the boundary position. Okay. Okay, so I think it was just confused because I did not, well, I don't remember actually, so I'm just going to leave it. If this remains an issue, we'll continue to fix it. So if you can't tell whether you're typing above or below it, visible boundary. Let's see where the response will be inserted. Render the boundary as a faint horizontal line in the IDE plugin. Interesting. Gutter or inline hints. This lets you see where the response will be inserted. Always end at boundary. Move the boundary to the very end of the exchange on every commit cycle so the user text is always above it. This requires agent.commit to reposition the boundary. So yeah, so that's what we used to do, but so option 2 is fine only when the agent, when there is no agent doc run currently running doc run current file running. Okay. Otherwise, keep the agent boundary in place. Okay. Agent.diff already exists. The command's already implemented. Okay. The skill workflow changes. Instead of reading full snapshot file, we read the diffs in the output. This requires updating skill. Step 1 to replace the snapshot, and I'll update the skill for next version. Go. Okay, for now I can start using a different session, you know, by running agent.diff instead of reading the snapshot. The document head is still read, needed for context, but the snapshot read is replaced by compact diff output. Okay, we got our boundary, and below it we have, I already have installed manually remove head. Diagnose please, and then okay, so let's just continue, and then hopefully we'll be able to get down this list. Seems like, I wonder if there's too much, because agent.submit, I don't really know why it's in here. I thought we got rid of it, but we can probably start to implement some of these things, but I'm just gonna like keep it simple here, not have too much parallel tracks going. And I guess we'll jump back to the video. So we got pending here to a closed caption format, and then upload. So let's just go ahead and do this, like just one step at a time. Then we can do the rest, you know, afterwards. So this will take a little bit of time to transcribe the video. It's probably about, I think it's like an hour long. So it'll take a moment. But if we use the GPU, it's pretty fast. So sometimes it's been using the CPU for me. So I have to kind of nail this down, and so it does what it's supposed to do by default, so I don't have to type in so much. But for now, that's kind of what I got. I'm still working at it. Like I wanted to, yeah, so I think I'll make a script for this particular project. That's probably what I should do. But I do want to like look at things as well, so manually. Okay, looks like we're diagnosing a boundary bug. Yeah, so basically what I like to do is on the Corky side, I'll upload a video, and then I'll make with a closed caption, then I'll make a blog post with sort of all I talk about and turn it into topics, and then just make a blog post, and then I'll update the description to include to link to the blog post, and then sometimes I'll make a LinkedIn post. It depends though. So maybe I'll schedule it for tomorrow, just so people are up. I'm not doing it in the middle of the night. I guess I could do late night on LinkedIn, but I kind of get the sense that LinkedIn is just kind of dead on a Saturday night, so probably not going to do that. Maybe I'll, or Friday night, I guess. It's not Saturday, it's Friday. Oh, where does time go? I believe it's Friday. What day is it today? Oh, okay. It's now Sunday. All right. So, yeah, I doubt people are on LinkedIn right now. Maybe a few people, but I guess I could do it on Twitter. I haven't really done much stuff on Twitter. Oh yeah, I was going to do a browser integration, but I haven't done that yet. So basically, just to kind of drive automation. So yeah, so looks like we're gonna take a while here on both ends. What I also like to do is I like to edit the video as well. All right, just do an editing pass. Usually, Claude is pretty good about that actually. So it's not like too much work to get put into it, 'cause my videos are pretty straightforward. But you know, it's something that helps a little bit to shorten it up and tie it up a bit, less waiting around, you know. But okay, so looks like it's still going. Okay, so no, we didn't update. Looks like I wasn't really successful in making this more of an interactive, like as units of work get done, it'd be nice to have it pop into the document, but maybe like even do some interesting things like put it in different places. But yeah, it's kind of hard to figure, or I haven't really figured this out yet, because I have this append mode and there's also replace mode, but for me, like, it feels like replace mode is a little too aggressive because it removes some of the history. So I might want to revamp replace mode as well to include some viable history. But right now I've kind of just been using append mode, and I've been compacting it as needed. Alright, so Whisper is still going. I hope I didn't use the CPU. That would be annoying. Let's see. FFmpeg. Oh geez, yeah, I didn't use this. It didn't use the GPU, so it's going to take a while. That sucks. That's so annoying. So looks like you did not use corky transcribe GPU with GPU. I didn't say corky transcribe, it's just a corky GPU. Could we make this local environment use corky transcribe GPU by default? Maybe we could say, could we make corky transcribe use GPU by default if a GPU is available on the machine and we have enough VRAM available to run Whisper. I think we can detect this, but I don't know if people are going to necessarily have NVIDIA SMI, so I guess this is tough because some people have, you know, the AMD or other, you know, or Intel even GPUs. So maybe I should ask, could we make corky transcribe use GPU by default if a GPU is available on the machine? Would this be cross-platform? Let's try using what's it called? It's not ASK, it's by the way. Alright. I keep on repeating the same steps for each video. Transcribe using corky. Okay, so let's try this. See if the by the way gets picked up. It might not get picked up because, yeah, so I probably should have explicitly put this into an agent, but I didn't. And agent doc, maybe we should support by the way. That would be nice. So we could just do it over here, but let's just run it down here. Okay, so are we still going? No, we're done. So root cause binary ID mismatch in the IPC path. So the binary reads document from disk, extracts boundary ID, binary sends IPC patch, JSON with boundary ID to plugin reloads from disk, looks for the boundary. Okay, the problem is IPC path never writes to disk if the document has no boundary, lost in the previous cycle, compaction or manual edit. Found boundary ID is none, IPC patch is no boundary ID, plugin skips boundary path, follows the caret based insertion. Yeah, we don't want to do that. The binary snowball fix only runs in disk write path, IPC path bypasses it entirely. So yeah, okay, so once the binary boundary is lost in the disk, every IPC cycle loses it. So yeah, we have two fixes. So one is binary when building IPC patch and no boundary exists, inserts one in the document on disk first, then includes that ID in the patch, applies all three IPC boundary scans for IPC run stream, path run stream. Okay, and the second fix is plugin caret fallback remove, yep, apply catch without caret, fallback to, yep, apply component patch in the exchange when no boundary exists, inserts at the end of the exchange, otherwise, and also inserts future cycles, caret path insertion, and by default, priority chain is boundaries and end of exchange plain pan. Okay, cool. Boundary, reposition your commit on your constraint noted. Option 2 is fine only if there's no agent doc run current file running. Acknowledge boundary position commit will check for active. Okay, so I think we're good. So I guess the question is, this should be possible. So hopefully you'll implement. Alright, so we got a new version. So we'll go ahead and install it. All right. So now we already have 2.11 installed. Now compact. Right. So this is my stuff now. So hopefully this will get fixed. But okay. So this should have been fixed. So my prompt was placed below, my previous prompt was placed below the agent boundary. Why? I now installed the new plugin. Will it work? Will my prompt be placed above the, so below the response patch and agent boundary, above the response patch. Okay. All right, so, oh yeah, I want to implement by the way. So let's put in our to-do. By the way, for instant processing. Maybe we want to, so this may involve using by the way for agent doc. I'm gonna put that as a note. If by the way is the only way to preempt the loop, if the task is running in the main thread. Okay. So that's going, so meta analogy, repeating the same steps per video, we should streamline this into a single command or workflow. Transcribing closed caption, however, no GPU detected. No GPU found. Corky doesn't have a GPU flag. Oh shit! I gotta install this. Shoot. Install with GPU. Corky should try Corky installing Corky should compile. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not release this yet? Alright, so should compile with the GPU flag supports if the machine supports, if the machine has the necessary hardware and necessary libraries installed. Alright, so we'll go back to YouTube. I think we completed. So, oh, not quite done yet, I guess. So, are we complete? Are we complete? What is, my machine is going nuts right now, so what is the ETA? I don't know why we're not getting an answer here, but Corky is still going. Says no new changes. Maybe I'll just do an ask here. Shoot. It's, by the way, let's do that. Okay. So 15 minutes and over an hour. Oh no. I have a pretty good CPU, so it should hopefully be on the 15 minute, near the 15 minute end. But yeah. It started a couple minutes ago, so maybe we'll install Corky by the time. I guess not. Okay. So here we are. We got a new plugin. So your prompts were typed below agent boundary marker. The boundary marks where the next response will be inserted. Content typed after the boundary stays after the insertion point. So when the response was placed at the boundary, your prompts ended up after it. Okay. This is correct behavior. The issue is that there's no mechanism to move the boundary to the end of the exchange after each commit. So your new edits could accidentally land below it. Okay. So fix implemented. Alright, so agent.commit now calls reposition boundary to end after successful commit. All right, so we check to see if it's at the end. So no op, no at the end. Precision. So I think we're basically fixed our issue, or our previous issue. Okay. I think we have O12.2, right? Yep, we have O12.2 installed. Okay. All right, so now this stuff is at the bottom. So my prompt should have been placed above the, well, let's see if it is above the response patch, but the prompt, my previous prompt, oh, look at that, it was. So my previous prompt was committed above the response patch. However, the uncommitted state, presumably the plugin, moved the prompt below the response patch, but above the agent boundary. I'm gonna remove my presumption. Why? Please add tests fix. Okay, not yet complete. All right, let's look at Corky over here. All right, so we installed Corky with GPU. So have we, can we make this the default installation of Corky? Can we make the compatible, can we make the GPU install if compatible libraries are found, default installation of Corky? And I'm gonna go ahead and add a pending here. Okay, so back to YouTube. Okay, so back to here. So my previous prompt was committed above the response patch. However, the uncommitted state moved the prompt below the response patch, but above. Okay, so what is going on? It says there's no diff. Let me try again, because I see a diff right here. Maybe you got confused. I should have. Okay, so I tried running the following prompt, the previous to agent doc run on this file, but I saw in the CLI. All right. So transcription in progress. I'll update when it completes. Okay. All right. So back to Corky. I don't know why I didn't pick that up. I gotta get this committed. because yeah, this is driving me nuts. Let's see how far we still are about halfway. I think we did this though, but I'll let Agent Doc this, or I'll let Claude and Agent Doc decide. We'll do, by the way, in the next version, just to get this one out. It's already correct. Okay, so GPU. Uh-oh, we got an extra boundary, but we'll just ignore it. Already done 2 recommended install paths. We detect and we. Yep. Okay. Not possible with cargo install path, cargo install, or compile time static. Build RS cannot dynamically enable features. The transcribe CUDA feature pulls in whisper CUDA as a dependency, which must be selected in cargo install invocation level. Okay, so we can do a make install as the recommended install method, already done. Oh yeah, so we wanted to do, let's use a curl sh script instead. Okay, corky install, but this is circular. Add a. Okay, let's. Okay, just gonna use this instead. Because everybody likes to curl shell scripts. Thank God for whoever implemented that, whoever popularized that, because it's nice. Alright, I tried running the following prompt, the previous 2 agent docs in the file. No, okay, so it's like it's still going. I want to say, please compile and install a local version so we can test the current behavior before releasing. Alright, so curl sh already does this. The install sh only exists with GPU auto detection as documented default path. It already does this. Okay, so I guess the problem is we were using the cargo to install. So what we probably should do is, so we should use curl sh. Okay, so we should either, so locally we should either use curl sh or cargo with GPU. Cargo install with GPU. Oh, we got some pendings too. And I would say implement pending. Okay, so back to YouTube. So I think we're done. Or it seems like it's doing stuff. So I think we're creating the script now, the closed caption transcription. Oh. Okay, I had the full picture. Okay, I think it was like kind of going through my GPU stuff. So, all right, 28 minutes. Okay, so GPU by default, but it's not in the default features. Yeah, I think. That's interesting. We could ship 2 binaries. I think we already did that. Did we not? I mean, I believe. Please check local install of corky Does it include CUDA? Does it include transcribe CUDA? Okay. We're still going there. What's going on here? Alright, so local build's already installed. Cool. Alright, so I think we are ready to go with... Oh, wow. Okay, so your prompts... Next. Okay. This is current boundary behavior. Okay. I think we already went through all this. Alright. Move boundary. Okay, I think we already did. Okay, so local build already installed. Okay, I guess this really is the latest. Alright. Installed. We got our plugin. 2 commits. I think we already have our plugin. 212, yep. Type the prompt in the exchange. Verify your prompt survives the commit cycle. If the okay. But the plugin hasn't been installed yet. Okay, so we did that. So I would say continue with pending. With next, I would say let's just with pending task, pending jobs. Just have it continue. So. Alright, so local corky CUDA check. Current install built with make release, which does this release with default with transcribe no CUDA. Your GPU and VCC installed is fully available. Fix a simple rebuild with CUDA. Okay, do it. Go. Or do it. Do it. The bin corky symbolik already points to release corky, which pick up new binary automatically. Change release, so we should also update make file, so make release includes CUDA by default in your machine. Okay. Change release target. So, oh god, I would say we have a separate release GPU target. Let's because we want to support both. Let's have a separate release GPU target and build both on GH actions. If we have a separate GPU target, can we build both on GH actions? Oh geez. Alright, continue with pending. Oh right, we stopped that. We're deferring that, so I'll interrupt it. So let's say release. And here I guess we'll just let's do its thing. Maybe we'll do another release if we have to. I just kind of want to get that in place. Alright, so we're still going here. Yeah, this is a long session. Was not expecting it to be this long. Alright. Complete 2 skill updates. Skill update for agent.diff. Someone now reads only from document head and runs a diff for compact unified diff. This snapshot file is never loaded into context. This saves n tokens per cycle where n equals document size by limiting the duplicate document read. Okay, cool. Old flow, read snapshot, 90% duplicate, 2 n tokens. New flow, read n tokens plus agent.diff. Output 0.1, which is 1.1 tokens. Alright, well, let's try this out. skill auto update uses ask user question when the binary is newer in the skill version. The pre-flight, right? We want to do that. This is auto update skill version bump to 0.24.4. Okay. Next pending items. All right. Yep. Yes. Yes. Continue. All right. Let's see. Corky is releasing, and oh, I should have audited the docs, but we'll do that real quick. All right, so back to YouTube. We rebuilt with YouTube with, okay, so what? All right, so we have, oh shoot, I think I don't know if I need to run compact. Let me do that real quick. Because I don't know if I had the skill updates. Because it kind of acted weird here, so I'm just gonna assume, well, we'll try it. Maybe it'll act better next time, where it should have made this pending, you know, like a non-committed update, because it should have had head as the committed change, and this current what we see here is non-committed. So it might have actually done a commit, but kind of keep my eye on it. I'm not gonna really, if it happens like again when agent doc is a little bit more stable, then I'll be concerned, but for now I'll just pay attention. All right, we got assessment next. All right, so the remaining items are medium and large scope. Ooh, I would say just continue. Continue with pending. Let's just see how we do. Add tests. I didn't realize we hadn't actually implemented this stuff yet. I figured we did, but I guess not. All right, so back to you. Okay, so let's go to Corky. We're auditing docs, still going. YouTube, Linux, CUDA. Yes, we can do dual builds. Build binaries for 5 targets to add GPU variants. Okay, so Linux CUDA runners don't have CUDA. We can use NVIDIA CUDA via container or cross. Oh shoot, but I guess this should work. Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, let's do this. We have Linux and Linux CUDA. We need transcribe metal. I guess so, yeah, let's support Mac people. Go. I guess I kind of got distracted from my blog post for the video, so just getting all this CUDA stuff going. I did a release, audit the docs, complete. I think we're still auditing. And here we're still going, so, and then I think we're still going with YouTube. So I don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, I guess, you know, this is kind of where maybe I could automate this once I have this list going, but it's hard to say. You know, it's like, it's possible that the agent teams would have better judgment than me, but they would really have to simulate using agent doc. That's what I would probably have to do. So I could probably, if there's like a good editor for simulating, you know, maybe like I wonder if like in them, or if there's like some editors you can just automate. That would be pretty cool. Like, I wonder if you can like automate an editor to drive agent doc interactions. Like, that would be really interesting. To see if that works. I mean, I guess it doesn't need an editor. We could just edit the files directly too, so not much of a problem. So I got some orphaned agent boundaries. I'm not really sure why. Maybe I should mention it into agent doc. All right, let's see. Tasks corky.md has some orphan, oh no, file cache conflict. Shoot. So we just had a file cache conflict from the editor while I was typing. All right, we're going here. Task corky has orphans agent boundary tags. All right. All right, so switching to corky acknowledge, run. Wait, why are we switching to corky? No, I don't want to switch to corky. No, I cancel this. Cancel this. Task corky was an incomplete statement. See below. All right, so I guess we could fix that potentially. All right, so I think let's release if we can. Oh no, we already did release, right? Okay. All right, so now with YouTube, fix MP4 direct decode bug, unknown sample rate. Continue. All right, transcribe metal. So I think we can do another corky release with the transcribes. And that's good because now I can have my docs, documentation audited change as well, which is the spec MD file, which I guess I don't really need to release it, but I do. I don't know if I do or not, but not necessary to release. All right, so all right, switch to corky. No, okay, so we're still going here. Corky is still finished auto docs clean, fix the lines. All right, so corky, I'll just release from here. And here we'll just wait it out. I think this MP4 direct decode bug is in corky. So we're part of the transcribe. And then the streamline video to closed caption workflow is probably, I guess this should be in corky as well. This is just a video plus closed caption workflow. That makes sense. And then I'll make like the blog post part of like just this general like agent loop or something. Or yeah, probably. maybe I can make it like a Python script or a shell script. All right, continuing. Both remaining items were the same fix. The problem is MP4 was in Symphonia X. Symphonia tried to decode it, failed with unknown sample rate. Video MP4 doesn't expose audio codec params cleanly. Oh, interesting. And the error propagated without falling back to FFmpeg. Fixing the audio RS. Symphonia features now fall back to FFmpeg automatically. Alright. Added video X. Okay. That skips straight to FFmpeg, right? Now we transcribe. Now works end to end. Cool. Cool. And then, alright. Let us, well, I guess we could just do a corky release here, I guess. Okay. Let's see if we do it properly. So versions 0.19.2, 0.19.1. Okay, cool. Cool. So we got our correct version up here. I think I made a skill, a release skill. So this should be correct. Now it should always sync up. For some reason, I think it was in the previous video, I had orphaned or versions that just weren't up to date. So, all right. So back to agent doc. File cache conflict plus orphan boundaries and corky MD cleaned up. Remove 5 stale boundaries. Kept the last one. All right. Thank you. Oh shoot. Why did they happen? Oh yeah. Oh, cool. We got the root cause here. Ensure boundary on disk was inserting boundaries for all components, including replace mode components like pending status that didn't need them. Each IPC write cycle inserting new boundaries without cleaning old ones. Fix. Ensure boundary on disk now only inserts append mode components. Exchange findings. Okay. Replace mode components. Skip boundary insertion entirely. This prevents boundary accumulation in components. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Thank you. File cache conflict. This happens when the binary writes the file on disk via ensure boundary on disk or reposition boundary to end, and ID detects external modification. The ID then prompts whether to reload when disk or memory with the fix. Okay, so we should use the CRDT. So can we use CRDT instead for these? All right, we're getting there. So close. All right, so I guess after this release, we should go back to YouTube. So we're almost done with this. Oh, we're done here, or we got progress here. CRDT for boundary operations. So yes, partially CRDT can eliminate the file cache conflict for boundary insertion, but not for boundary reposition on commit. Why? 2 operations write to disk. Ensure boundary. Yes, we can use IPC instead. Do an IPC patch build after agent doc commit. No, happens outside of. All right, so we're gonna get an explanation. Instead of writing the boundary directly to disk, we can include a synthetic insert boundary directive in the IPC patch JSON. The plugin would insert boundary via document API. No disk write, no cache conflict. This is a cleaner approach. The boundary gets inserted through the same IPC channel as the response patch. For reposition boundary to end, this runs after agent doc commit, which is a git operation and it's disk based. For reposition boundary to end, this runs after git agent doc commit, which is git operation disk based. The boundary reposition modifies the working tree file Oh, right. That's why. So we could send IPC to plugin to reposition the boundary, but the commit flow is synchronous and the plugin is async. There'd be a race. Simpler approach, use VCS refresh signal, which the plugin already handles, to reload disk after commit. The file cache conflict should be refreshed. Okay. Yes. Keep, but we ensure the VCS. Okay. Yes. I guess we'll just let it do its thing here. And just go down this list. We're almost done. Getting pretty big though. Maybe I should just compact this and then continue with the list. Alright, so we released, I think we 0.19.3 corky version. Cool. Alright, so let's finish this over here. So publish, so edit the video for YouTube, update the CC transcription according to the edit. And what I should be doing with these videos is chopping them up more, but I'll probably find the best of what I have and make separate videos of those. So these will kind of be like my long form, my super long form videos, and then I'll have like shorter form, more focused videos, but not quite there yet. I'm doing as much as I can right now, and I'm glad just to get videos out. Okay, so we got all this. Simplest workflow recommended: retranscribe edited video with CUDA, be fast. Okay, yes, do it. Corky's draft as captions metadata field when publishing. So, all right, if you want to adjust the existing SRT without retranscribing, okay. I think we should just, yeah, let's just yes, okay. So edit video and use GPU transcription to on the edited video. Okay. All right, so it's still going here. I guess, yeah, I should just compact. Oh, it's doing its stuff still. Oh, I like this. Depths. That's clever. All right, so transcribe once you edit. Okay. So are we done? Yep. So no edited version yet. The original is there. Next step. Oh, I would say no. You edit it. So I would say do a light edit of the video, similar to what you did in the last YouTube video. Just, you know, remove dead air and general trimming, light video trimming. Okay. All right, we're still going with agent doc. Let's see what Corky's up to. Nothing. Oh, new Claude session, I guess. Let's compact exchange. Kind of curious if oh, yeah, we're fine. Cool. You know, we are more stable down here these sessions. Pleasantly surprised about that. Even though we are like moving stuff around a lot. Oh, and I jinxed it. We got an extra window here, so of course I jinxed it. All right, so we're still going to corky, just compacting. We're doing our exchange here. Let's just, I guess we didn't start it. Okay, so we're done here. IPC boundary insertion implemented. All right. Do I need to install a new plugin version? Okay. Crazy. This is okay. Yeah. We haven't we're okay doing this because we haven't done a release, so just install the next version. We're the same version number, but next build of it, the rebuild. All right, come on, let's go, let's go. Okay, so oh man, regretfully, in tmux session 0 there are 3 windows. I was changing between tasks youtube.md and tasks corky.md on the right editor side. I noticed that some Claude sessions restarted as well. Not that was unexpected. It seems we please I would say please explain why. Okay. Alright, let it do its thing. Oh, I should have compacted. Shoot. Alright, so we're still going here. Alright. Looks like that's last on our list so far. Well, until I add more tasks. I have a few more, so shoot. I would say, man, I guess I could make like a script for this, the light edit flow, but you know, as I add more steps, you know, there's more choices that I'm kind of encoding in there. So, all right, what we got here? So when you switch editor, the system detects a new file and may reroute panes. Here's the mechanism auto claim. When the Claude session starts, it checks the file is active in editor and claims for new pane. If you switch tabs, auto claim picks up new file and reroutes. But it shouldn't have auto claim. It may assign an existing pane to corky, which then kills previous session. Okay, that's why it killed it. That's why we're auto claiming. So we did this, replaced by this Claude session dead. Okay. Alive. Okay. The agent doc MD session died. This current Claude session replaced it. The old. Oh, weird. Why would this replace it? This is on the right side. The old. Okay, so this should not have happened because tasks agent doc MD is on the left editor side while tasks YouTube MD is on the right editor side. Why did this happen? I think it happened with all the readjusting. I noticed that the tmux window layout was adjusting the panes. Okay. Why session restarts? When you switch editor files and trigger autoclaim or route, the system may kill the existing cloud session in the pane to make room for a new file session. Start a new agent doc start for the new file. This restarts the cloud session with a fresh context. To prevent this, each file should have a dedicated pane. We've already done this before. If you're working with 3 panes, you need a 3-pane window. Currently you have 2 panes, so stashing the third pane would force a pane reuse, killing the existing session. Want me to add third pane to window? What is stash being used for? We have the stash window. Wait, why would we have a third pane? No. I'm gonna say no to that. We have a stash window. I thought we were using... I don't know why it's killing that window, because we were running sessions. I mean, we were running commands. And we didn't kill it. I thought we were using the stash pane. I noticed that long running tasks, like Claude tasks, would keep the agent, the tmux pane running, even if we swapped out a different pane on this same side by viewing a different file in the editor. Okay. What's going on here? See, I see we're in stash. So I think what's confusing things is we jumped the stash. We should do all that in the background. So when I switch files in the editor, the focus window, the stash window received the focus. The focus should remain on window 0 with the changes occurring in the stash pane as background commands, or as I would say the commands on stash, phrase it that way, the commands on this commands on the stash window should happen, I guess, in the background, while the focus remains on window 0. Alright, so it looks like it's a cosmetic issue. Pane routing editor side versus stash. What I actually implemented is better than I thought. Your YouTube session was not killed. It was stashed to a new window 117 when you switch to corky. The Claude session PID is still alive. Okay, cool. So why this happened: when you open corky on the right side, the routing system detected corky needs a pane in window 0. You stash YouTube, and the new window not using stash. Create a new pane 33 for corky. Why it used new window instead of stash? This is likely bug or behavior in reconcile. Yes, it should join, not create a new one. The existing stash window already has spare capacity. The user expectation is correct. Long running Claude tests should remain in the stash as when you swap files in the editor side. YouTube sessions running, still running. Oh wow, okay. And core behavior is working, right? So long running should keep. Yep, that like this. We've already described this. Save this to agent docs spec.md. Okay, add tests and fix. Okay. So when we jump the stash or jump the stash, I think that's where we got messed up. All right, wait. Duplicate compacted summaries. She is the one. Okay. Why? What? Okay. Compact. This. Compact. Contents of. Let's just rephrase it. All right. Back here. Still going. All right. This is going to be a big update on agent doc. It just mushroomed, and as you know, we have a long session from this. So, all right. Join pane should work for tmux. Set combined flags. Okay. All right, so looks like we're done. We did something here. Stash focus steal, okay, plus spec MD. The stash options do use don't switch stash creation, but reconcile call select window target window align 734 to restore focus after stash operations. This select window command is what's causing the visible flicker. It explicitly switches to displayed window if the stash operations transiently change the active window despite -D. The select window so switches back, causing the visible flicker change in. Okay, so root cause transient focus during join pane even with -D. tmux briefly switches. Okay, commit redraw. Select window. So this explicit select window. If user was already on. Okay, so yeah. So I'm going to explain a little bit more. So I observed the focus switching to window 1 stash. Some tmux commands were run on, with the focus on window 1. This caused, this caused window 2 to be created with its own agent doc session. Okay, please add logging so we can diagnose what happened in this case. Diagnose what happened in this case. Please explain the bug as you understand it. I'll say yes, I guess. Oh, I shouldn't have said yes, but whatever. Alright, switch there, tab, okay. Yeah, I want to get all that coming up sooner, but let's get this out. Jeez, this is taking forever. Let's check out my YouTube. Let's see what happens. So okay, so there's just a flicker, I think. Yeah, I guess we'll fix the flicker. Might as well. Remove duplicate compacted summaries. Okay. I don't know why this is taking so long. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while to compact, especially if it gets kind of large. So, I guess I can come back here. Alright, we got our late edit complete. Awesome. 3.3 minutes of dead air. Okay. So, it's now 60 minutes rather than 63 minutes. Not really that much. So, yes. Let's do that. Our draft, and we'll check it out. Alright, so we got diagnostic logging. Cool. Alright, so focus steel bug. So user switches tab, corky, plugin triggers the route for corky, reconcile runs, needs to stash U2 pane and attach corky pane. Stash pane calls join pane and moves U2 to stash. Despite-d flag tmux switches focus to the stash window, either tmux version bug or raceware version briefly becomes active. While the focus is on stash window, auto start for corky runs if it sees current window as the stash window applies. New corky pane is created in the stash window, which is not right. Select, okay, so I guess the question is, are we sure about this? Are you certain? As in, we logged this? Or are you assuming, or are you assuming a possibility? I mean, I guess it's possible, so I'm not going to discount it. Or as we logged this, or found a smoking gun. Okay. Okay. And diagnostic logging for reconcile. Alright, before stash pane, logs for focus steel error. Okay, so binary installed. Okay, so once we have the log evidence, we can fix the root cause. Okay. Okay. So I guess we should. I don't know what to do here. There we go. We did it. We triggered the bug when switching to tasks Brian Takeda.me.md. Okay. Cool. I'm excited to finally get this one fixed. Yeah, we're not creating anything here. So this has been kind of around for a while, and yes, I think I did observe this behavior pretty much from the pretty early on. So I just finally observed it going to stash. All right, so let's come back here. Looks like it's doing its thing. I think we have our YouTube. Okay, we create our draft. All right, so cool. We got our tags right here. Agent doc, awesome. Oh, agent resume. There we go. That's a new package. Building agent resume, AI-powered resume generation from recruiter conversations. Live coding session building agent resume, TOML based. Okay, awesome. Using Corky for email correspondence, phone call, transcription, diarization, then feeding that context. So I think this is going to be a good LinkedIn post. So I'm going to, maybe I should wait till Monday to release this, and I'll also release this file too. Or maybe I'll do this on Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. So topics covered: agent resume, Corky, email recruiter, correspondence, workflow automation, agent doc, interactive document sessions for resume editing, gap analysis, finding and highlighting relevant experience, holochain protocol, love consulting. Okay, interesting. I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble as well. This could also get me in trouble, so we'll have to see. But yeah, hopefully not. But the problem is that if I do release it and people are turned off by it, then they're going to be like, yeah, I don't want to talk to this guy, huh? And it's going to be like the silent treatment, which is the worst, because you don't know, you get no information. So anyways, publish. This will be kind of funny though, nonetheless, just to kind of get it out there. I did do recruiters that were kind of interesting, but they were off of dice.com, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. Okay, I think I have to do a login here. Cool. All right. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Oh, I see. Yes. Thank you. Use paths. Okay. I gotta get like a good YouTube backup service, because I'm starting to run out of disk. Well, I still have like some of the space, but yeah, it's starting to go down because I'm creating videos now. All right. So bug stat. Ooh, we fixed it. Cool. I was assuming now I have the smoking gun. Awesome. The bug is not a focus steal from the -D. If it's a pane too small, of course. That thing again. So we stash pane targets the first pane in the stash window, but if there are multiple stash operations, the first pane may only be one row tall. Okay. Yes. Evidence. Okay. So create pane, fail pane too small. Okay, when join pane creates a new window for the pane, but this is where the user sees. Okay, so stash pane now targets the largest pane in the stash window by height instead of the first. Oh, okay, good idea. New largest. Okay, so I would say, okay, focus steals the focus stealing you observed is likely the side effect when break pane creates a new window. Tmux may briefly show it despite -D with the fixed break pane. Okay, so I would say if pane too small error occurs, please create another stash window. I guess that works. Maybe, I mean, it would be nice if we could preemptively, maybe we just create 2 stash windows by default. so we never get the, oh no, we're going to have an error no matter what. So I wonder if, I mean, yeah, like I wonder if we could background the pane as well. Tmux list sessions. Okay, so we got sessions, list panes, list windows. Okay. Or is there an alternative method that does that? What the hell happened? Method to stash panes that, what the hell am I doing? That does not suffer from pain. That does not, that is not, I should say, that is not exposed to pain, to small errors. Like, for example, can we run a pane in the background while it is hidden from view? So I would say some options I can think of. Stash or all right, I gotta compact this, but it's gonna take forever, so let me finish this up. And still got quite a few. All right, so we published the video on YouTube. Cool. So now create a blog post draft, or here blog post for briantakita.me that is on this uploaded YouTube video. Use the transcription to create interesting topics based on the, or I would say based on the transcription content. Recap and add interesting commentary to these topics. Okay. All right, so stash alternative. Target largest pane, current fix. Okay. Create overflow stash window, robust fallback. Con is multiple stash windows to manage. One window per stash pane, break pane D, 0 pane issues, size issues, many windows, cosmetic clutter, yes. Run pane in background, ideal UX. Tmux doesn't support truly invisible panes. That's too bad. Every pane must be in a window. There's no background pane concept. The closest, okay, so this is like, we gotta have another emulator, I guess. Maybe somebody will make one, or we'll make one, who knows. The closest is a window that's never selected, our stash window. Best approach, hybrid. Keep the current stash window, largest pane targeting. When join pane still fails, all panes tiny. Fall back to break pane D, which creates a new detached window. This is what already happens. The fix I just made should prevent most failures. Okay, the real question is, does this fix work? Largest pane and window. in all cases, let's test. All right. Well, I would say when we hit the fallback case, the breakpane D should create a second, another stash window. We would need to track all of the stash windows and the panes they contain as our stash inventory. All right, so we got this blog post created. All right, I guess we should check it out. So blah, 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 blah. All right, so we got this. Shoot, it's not in recent posts. I don't see this new post in recent posts on localhost 4100. I guess we should go to posts over here. Yeah, that was the last one I did. That was the video before this one, so this guy is, we're still going. I think I need to do something else to add it to the, I had this whole like generator that needs to run, code generator. So should the stash logic be placed in tmux router? I don't know. This might actually be better in tmux router, which is the dependency. So, all right, so implemented. Cool. Seems like, I guess we'll ask. So breakpane breaks the pane out, renames the window to stash. Perfect. This makes it part of stash inventory. Awesome. Returns all name stash in the session. This is stash inventory query. Fallback stash pane. Okay. Largest pane, primary stash windows. Okay. So it already is. Oh, cool. Awesome. We're in tmux router. Oh, sweet. All right. Let's compact. Let's compact this agent exchange and we'll continue with the pending. The post is stale. Okay. All right, I guess I'll. Still don't see it. What the hell? Why is it stale? Like, I don't get it. Do I have it like cached? Or, oh, that's kind of curious. Maybe I should just do posts. Just hit it directly. Okay, still doesn't work. Still seeing a stale site in my browser. Oh. Okay, there you go. There it is. Oh, we featured it? I didn't really mean to feature it, and something's messed up. Like, damn it. I think we shoot. It's because I have all these submodules and we lost the scroll, the sticky header, the site header bread. Oh. Ugh. Crumbs and sticky header text being smaller. Oh, I didn't catch it. That was a cache error, or, you know, being smaller on scroll. Did one of our modules become reverted, or lose the content, or lose the previous changes? And I would say so tasks youtube.md had a editor dialog show up for either a cache conflict or a file cache conflict or external file change. Why? Okay, so oh shoot. Let's see .corky. Okay, I guess that got compacted with corky. YouTube. Alright, we got our issue here. Found it. Okay, that shrink the header. These were local modifications. Alright, yeah. Keep, commit, and push. I gotta like deal with these submodules. I have a lot of submodules, so because I wanted to share code. This is wrap stack. We should release. I would say release, change it, updates. Okay. Most likely commit right after each commit. Alright, yep. So that's, yeah, we thought that we were getting, like, we were just trying to work around this issue before, but it was synchronous, and we supposedly had this really small window where it wouldn't happen, but I guess it did happen. Okay, strip should go through the IPC channel, run direct, better yet, IP suppress the file sheet, certainly dialog, or files if it knows they're managed by agent doc. Quick mitigation. In IntelliJ, you can, oh my god. Yeah, I don't want to do this. Proper fix, suppress reload dialog, flag in VCS refresh signal, or move the head marker by stripping to snapshot only. Don't modify the working tree at all. let the committed version have the head markers. Working tree doesn't need them stripped since the ID shows git gutter anyway. I think the proper fix. Yeah, let's do the proper fix. Do the proper fix. Sounds like the proper fix is the way to go, so let's do it. All right. Yeah, so just making a bunch of decisions. It seems like that's kind of what's going on. Still working down this list. This is going to be a good release, though. All right, still going here. I guess I should have seen the blog posts. I guess I'll look at the blog post. Okay. Right. Yep. Agent resume, experiences data. Cool. Gap analysis. Okay, all right. I was doing a gap analysis too, and I was kind of making like a database of all my experiences and roles, and basically creating like a tailor-made resume for each application. So, right. Awesome. I guess I should just do this because, yeah, this is good. So, still playing whack-a-mole, right? Hopefully we fix this now. Right, we got new edit. Cool. I think this is going to be we should feature this. So I think this is featured actually. So I think we're set with that. All right. So let's run it again. Yes. All right. Deploy. Okay. We're doing the proper fix here. So after we do deployment, what I usually like to do is I usually like to circle back to the description. I should just make a comment on YouTube. That's what I should do, rather than the description. We'll make a pinned comment with the link and maybe some text, or I don't know, whatever. But we can just kind of explain that, hey, this is the summary of whatever this. So you can, yeah, I think that would be good. All right, so do the proper fix. No working tree writes from commit. 2 changes, eliminate file cache conflicts from commit. Oh, okay. Remove working tree, strip header right. Never modifies the working tree, it only creates a stage blob. The working tree never has head markers, so stripping them was a no-op that occasionally triggers spurious writes. Boundary reposition now uses IPC first. Okay, full content for, there's this one. The plugin is active. The plugin picks up the patch, replies via document API, no cache conflict. The IPC times out, falls back to direct disk. Oh, the commit no longer writes to the working tree file in the common case, plugin active. The only disk write are to the snapshot, which the ID doesn't watch, and the IPC patch file, right, which the plugin consumes. I guess it shouldn't time out. So if we time out, please log so we can debug. We will mitigate if we encounter these timeouts. Okay. I should also have tests. Add tests. Cool. Alright, I got a phone call coming in, so I'm going to pause here, and then maybe we'll continue in a little bit. Alright, peace.